Well, during Granholm's time as governor, she pushed for big tax incentives for the film industry. Now, nearly a year after those incentives were slashed, is it having an impact on the Michigan movie-making business? 24-Hour News 8's Crystal Hilliard has that answer.
These are the trinkets, tools, and tripods you normally don't see in front of the camera.
No cameras here, no lenses, just lighting and grip equipment and trucks and building.
Dave Lowing has been lighting multi-million-dollar movies shot in Michigan for years, but admits the 2008 film tax incentive allowed him to build significantly.
Because of those tax breaks that we first had, it opened up a whole new market for people like me.
Action.
We found Andre Flicks, a movie producer and actor from Flint, on the set of A Dog for Christmas.
As the bird flew.
You may recognize Screech from Saved by the Bell at the table there. The people around him, Michigan extras and camera crews.
You begin a project, and these people kind of gravitate towards a good project, and suddenly you see, my gosh, there are incredibly talented people here in Grand Rapids.
Which can draw some big names. 50 Cent's Gun and Setup, The Steam Experiment with Val Kilmer, and Touchback. All motion pictures shot in the Grand Rapids area.
The result was we were building industry, we were building infrastructure, we were giving creative people a place to be creative and thrive here in Michigan.
A Michigan economist crunched the numbers. The total media production credits awarded to filmmakers was $37.5 million the first year of the incentives, $100 million the second, and $125 million the third year. But in 2010, in an effort to balance the budget, Governor Snyder capped the amount of taxpayer dollars that could be used to pay all movie makers back in 1 year at $25 million.
We were booking things, we were getting set, and the governor's announcement came along, and it was all cut out, kiboshed.
Well, I've seen a lot of filmmakers stop making films. I've seen a lot of actors and actresses struggle for work.
Along with 50 Cent and Steven Spielberg taking their eyes off the mitten, movies set to shoot here, like Avengers and Iron Man 3, pulled out.
The trickle-down effect happens where you lose some of the work that comes here because they find better places or less expensive places where they can do their work. And because of that, we've seen a little bit of a decrease in the films that are made here.
But it's not a wrap quite yet. This $100,000 film was about 80% done, shot just this past summer. And some smaller companies like Andre Flicks and crew vow to shoot and hire locally, which now brings a new question to the Michigan movie scene, since there are only so many dollars to go around.
Are we going to have the capacity to build an endemic industry that can support the Disneys, the Universals, etc., or is it going to be just mid-sized to low-budget indie productions? That's the question on the table.
Got here.
Crystal Hilliard, 24-Hour News 8.
And Crystal tells us when he capped the incentive, Governor Snyder wanted to focus more of its resources on the Pure Michigan campaign. That's, again, the state's tourism campaign. Researchers have produced studies that show that the film tax incentive works, but other researchers have found the opposite. Experts tell us right now some Michigan legislators are working to, again, raise that cap.